आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Hello students, the question is, coke is used in metallurgical process chiefly as, your options are flux, reducing agent, slag and oxidizing agent. So first of all we should know what is coke. So coke is nothing but a fuel which is obtained from what? It is obtained from coal, right? It is a fuel which is obtained from coal, and why it is used in metallurgical processes? Because it contains less amount of sulfur, or you can say more amount of higher percentage of carbon is present in coke. That's why it is chiefly used in metallurgical processes. Okay. Now, if I give you an example of a metallurgical process, let's say, for example, zinc blend, that is ZNS. We know that this is zinc blend, right? So zinc blend, whenever we try to obtain zinc from zinc blend, what we do is we do the roasting of zinc blend, and what do we get? We get zinc oxide, ZNO, plus sulfur dioxide. Right. Now what is roasting? Roasting is nothing but it is a metallurgical process where what we do is we heat the sulfide ores, any ores which has sulfide, S2 minus ion in them, any ore which has sulfide ion in them has sulfide. So what we do is we heat that sulfide ore to a high temperature in the presence of air. Okay. And what happens? It helps us in getting us the pure metal atom. Okay. So like what happened here? Zinc sulfide, we do the roasting. That means we are going to heat this zinc sulfide ore, at a very high temperature, and we are going to get zinc oxide plus sulfur dioxide. Now the next step, we get the zinc oxide. Now what we do is we take this zinc oxide and we treat it with coke. That is nothing but carbon, right? Coke is nothing but carbon. Okay. We treat it with coke, and what do we get? We are going to get zinc plus carbon monoxide will be released. So in this way, we get our pure metal. Okay. So now as you can see here, what is happening? Carbon is having in zero oxidation state over here, right? Here zinc is having +2 oxidation state, right? If you take out the oxidation state, let's say zinc oxidation state is X, oxygen has -2. So -2 equals to 0, you will get X equals to +2. So zinc has +2 oxidation state. Here zinc is having 0 oxidation state, and carbon is having what? -2 oxidation state. Similarly, X, like take X as the oxidation state of carbon. Oxygen has -2, which equals to 0, it gives you +2. So what is happening here? Zinc is going from +2 to 0. That means it is gaining electron, right? Gain of electrons is taking place, and what it is known as reduction. Right? And carbon from 0 is going from 0 to -2. I mean +2. Okay? 0 to +2. That means loss of electrons is taking place. That means oxidation is taking place. So, so what is happening here? Carbon itself is getting oxidized and zinc is getting reduced. Right? So, carbon is acting here as a reducing agent, because carbon itself is getting reduced. Carbon itself is getting oxidized, and zinc is getting, and it is helping zinc oxide to get reduced to zinc. So here carbon that means your coke will be acting as what? Reducing agent. Okay. So if you see the options, your first option says flux. No, flux is not the answer, because the flux is basically used in the metallurgical processes to remove the gaseous substances. So this is not the answer. Reducing agent, yes. Reducing agent is the correct answer. Now slag is nothing but the waste is formed at the end, or you can say it is the collection of compounds that are supposed to be removed when this metallurgical processes are being done. So no, coke is not acting as a slag. So this is also not the answer. Oxidizing agent, no, this is also not the answer, because if carbon was coke here was an oxidizing agent, so what it will do? It will itself gets reduced and zinc will get oxidized. But here opposite is happening. Carbon is getting oxidized, whereas zinc is getting reduced. So that's why here carbon is acting as a reducing agent. So your option B is the correct answer. I hope you understood. Thank you so much.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट, IIT, जेई मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।